All over the world, celebrities exist. Whether they were national, international, or not well known. You can really find ones that are very liked, but others very hated. Today we're going to cover the celebrities that are most hated worldwide as of 2024. First on the list, we have P. Diddy. P. Diddy has been involved in numerous controversies lately, and new information about him surface every day. However, the twist is, there won't be any improvement. Rather, he will only face more charges, accusations, cases, and gossip that will only drag him down. Diddy had a girlfriend for 10 years, everyone. Yes, 10 years, and he still managed to not hold on into this relationship, with his ex Casey Ventura filing a lawsuit against him. She talked about how Combs had abused her for years, beating her and even kicking her in the face. And just to prove her statements, CNN have got their hands on a video that really showcased what Ventura has been talking about all along. Just get ready for pure disgust, and consider this a trigger warning.
New surveillance footage obtained exclusively by CNN appears to corroborate some of the allegations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. The video, captured on multiple cameras, shows Combs wearing only a towel.
He literally just left his room for the sake of beating her, and to add more to it, while only wearing a towel. The way he continues on with the beating is nothing but purely shocking. No human decency whatsoever. It was obvious that there was more to it. He also has been involved in many controversies with other celebrities, particularly 50 Cent, who implied that Diddy must have had something to do with the notorious B.I.G., and that was all 17 years ago, which resurfaced these days.
I said in the casket, who shot Biggie Smalls? We don't get them, they gon' kill us all. Man, Puffy know who hit that nigga, man, that nigga soft. He scared them boys from the west side to break them off. Jump on his ass so we run the hall and shake him off.
And if you think you've seen enough, check out why people these days hate Oprah Winfrey, which is next on the list. Oprah Winfrey, often held as the queen of all media, is renowned for her exceptional knowledge, influence, and skill in the media landscape. She has made a profound impact across television, film, and diverse media platforms. One notable source of disapproval centers around perceived hypocrisy and contradictions manifested in the disparity between her statements and actions. Critiques argue that the persona she presents in her talk shows contradicts her behavior in both personal and business.
Can you be normal with all of your friends and people at school?
Yeah, of course.
Have people saying, could you loan me some money? True that you guys are allowanced?
Yeah, every month we get a certain amount from our dad.
What would the range kind of be? What is spending change for you?
Just...
As dad here, Mr. Olson, what is the range? You have a little extra change for yourself? Because I don't see how you can dress like this on 150.
But at the same time, we see her actually as a founder of a school in South Africa. Here she is acting all materialistic and disregarded the views of these little two teenagers, while showing support for the education of women. It really does show a difference. Talking about the school founded by Oprah faced a sex abuse scandal challenging her commitment to safeguarding and empowering young women complex.
Oprah's Leadership Academy, a school for girls in South Africa, has been hit with another sex scandal. Now, 7 students have been suspended for allegedly sexually harassing some other students. Oprah Winfrey today released a statement to Showbiz Tonight. Oprah asked us to share with our viewers a good part of it. So in fairness to Oprah, here it is. Quote, indiscretions resulting in disciplinary action are common in schools all over the world. Unfortunately, because of my name, these common infractions place the academy in the media spotlight. As each of the girls enrolled, she agreed to adhere to the school's honor code and code of conduct policy, which values personal integrity and ensures an environment of shared trust and community. I'm disappointed that several of our students chose to disregard the school's rules.
It's really a fair statement to say the least, but is it really the right thing to say?
The trial of a former dormitory matron charged with abusing 6 students at Oprah Winfrey's School for Girls in South Africa is resuming. Prosecutors say former dorm matron Tina Virginia Makopo tried to kiss and fondle the girls. She's also accused of kicking and hitting some of them. Makopo pleaded innocent to 14 charges of indecent assault, and criminal injury in South Africa. Meanwhile, in Philadelphia, the ex-headmistress of the $40 million school is suing Winfrey for defamation. The suit claims someone would conclude from Winfrey's comments that the school employee knew of the alleged abuse and was actively involved in covering it up.
I was, needless to say, devastated and really shaken to my core.
Winfrey said she was disappointed in the former headmistress. The TV talk show host also made comments about students who felt there was an atmosphere of repression at the school.
And I spoke to all the girls personally, and I encouraged all of them, any of them who had actually been harmed, to please come forward.
The lawsuit asked for more than $250,000 in damages. Carlotta Bradley, The Associated Press.
Critiques highlight a perceived incongruence between Oprah's advocacy for self-acceptance and her association with weight loss brands like Weight Watchers. Pseudoscience and public perception device scrutiny arises from her endorsements of ideas dipping into pseudoscience and questionable. However, amidst the criticism Oprah boasts, a devoted support-based admirers highlight her generosity, groundbreaking achievements, and cultural impact as outweighing the criticisms. Many argued that her life and career offer valuable insights into broader societal issues, including those related to race, gender, class, and power dynamics in American society. But all that is considered debatable, especially since seeing the shifts in her attitudes over the years. Some even call that hypocrisy. And next we have yet another TV show host, Ellen DeGeneres.
And this show has forever changed my life. It is the greatest experience I have ever had, beyond my wildest imagination. So Twitch, one last time, dance with me.
Ellen DeGeneres made the difficult decision to end her show's long-standing run primarily due to a significant decline in ratings and the fallout from reports detailing a toxic work environment. These reports prompted DeGeneres to take action and dismiss several executive producers following an internal review by Warner Bros. That identified deficiencies related to the show's day-to-day management. In July 2020, 10 former employees came forward with allegations of a toxic atmosphere on set, accusing DeGeneres of fostering an environment with racism, fear, and intimidation. Among the accusations were claims of failure to address sexual harassment by executives. These allegations, initially reported by BuzzFeed News, compounded previous complaints of hostile behavior, including one employee's claim of being fired for attempting to raise funds for uncovered medical expenses. This exact tweet has resurfaced as a way to contradict whatever Ellen DeGeneres was planning on saying in her apology. And talking about that, DeGeneres apologized to her staff, releasing a statement reading, "On day one of our show, I told everyone in our first meeting that the Ellen DeGeneres show would be a place of happiness. No one would ever raise their voice, and everyone would be treated with respect. Obviously, something changed, and I am disappointed to learn that this has not been the case. And for that, I am sorry. Anyone who knows me knows it's the opposite of what I believe and what I hoped for our show."
These misconduct allegations stem from a BuzzFeed article that was published last week, which included anonymous accounts from a dozen former and one current employee. Their claims were in stark contrast to the positive, fun energy that's become a trademark of the Emmy-winning daytime talk show. And part of that joy comes from Ellen's on-air DJ and sidekick, Twitch, who recently spoke with ET alongside his wife, Allison Holker, and they had this to say.
In recent months, her character has been called into question. What do you say to those critics?
I don't say nothing. I don't say nothing to them, really. I don't know who any of them are. I don't know if she knows who any of them are. She's up in a high place and people love to take cracks when they got time. I have personally seen all of the love that she puts in the world. So it's just like, people just got time, you know, people got time. So
people will always try to tear people that are on top down.
Since the talk show's conclusion, DeGeneres has kept a much lower profile. Ellen's Last Stand Up tour represents her biggest entry into the public eye after 2 years, with shows planned through the coming months. For those of you keeping score, this is the second time I've been kicked out of a show business. Eventually they're going to kick me out for the third time because I'm mean, old, and gay. DeGeneres told the crowd Wednesday night, referencing how her 90s sitcom Ellen was cancelled after she publicly came out as gay. "It's been such a toll on my ego and my self-esteem. There's such extremes in this business. People either love you and idolize you or they hate you, and those people somewhat are louder. It was so hurtful. I couldn't gain perspective. I couldn't do anything to make myself understand that it wasn't personal." DeGeneres continued in a post-set Q&A with the larger audience. "I just thought, well, this is not the way I wanted to end my career, but this is the way it's ending. I just hated the way the show ended. I love that show so much, and I just hated that the last time people would see me is that way."
Ellen DeGeneres claims that she was kicked out of show business for being mean. She discussed the end of her career in daytime television during the first night of her new comedy tour, Ellen's Last Stand-Up Tour. "Oh yeah, I got kicked out of show business. There's no mean people in show business," she said sarcastically during her set. "The be kind girl wasn't kind." The former talk show host complained to audience members that she was excluded from the industry not once, but twice. The first being when she came out as gay, which ended her sitcom Ellen in the late 90s. And then in 2020 when she was accused of leading a toxic workplace with intimidation, racism, and fear. She joked about it during her show, saying, "Eventually they're going to kick me out for a third time because I'm mean, old, and gay." Ellen added that her controversy took a toll on her ego and self-esteem, saying, "There's such extremes in this business. People either love you and idolize you, or they hate you, and those people somehow are louder."
It was really weird to defend such actions, but after all, hated celebrities have a rock bottom one after the other. With that being said, check this one out. If you're one of the few people lucky enough to be able to ask who is Kim Kardashian, let me enlighten you. Kim first bounced to prominence when a sex tape of the Panamatic one and her then boyfriend went viral on the internet. In 2007, her entire family offered themselves up for public delectation in a reality series, Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Now, does it ring a bell? Kim Kardashian has become a phenomenal influential figure for young women, but this was found to be controversial, with many mothers going on social media and simply bashing Kim Kardashian for the way she inspires them. For example, a mother mentioned the following: "If a Kardashian wears it, girls buy it. Even the waist training corset designed to bully a normal female shape into the cartoon character that is Kim."
Right, from all these schedule changes. I need Courtney to not be so annoying with the stick up her ass like she runs this because she doesn't. She's the least exciting to look at. So she can be out. She doesn't do she doesn't know what it's like to actually have work to do.
Girls as young as 7 feel under pressure to have the perfect body. 2/5 of girls between the ages of 7 and 10 think they need to lose weight at a time when plump little infant bodies need strength to stretch and bloom. Just before the robbery in Paris, Kim Kardashian told her Twitter followers, "Think I'm gonna wear no makeup today to the Balenciaga show." Mothers heavily criticized her and said the following: "Pictures that day show her with perfectly filled in brows, impossibly long black lashes, flawless complexion, and what seems an awful lot like lip gloss. And this is no makeup," which vulnerable teenagers will look upon in despair. All these celebrities have been controversial in various ways, and the hate trend keeps on going uphill day by day. It really is one hell of a brain tickle how these people continue on living and not minding what's happening around them, the actions they have caused and the influence they have on people, and how they let down many of their families, friends, and even fandoms. But for now, stay tuned for what's next.